sensations flow through your glow. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. And you always push me through, unforgettable. The way I feel with you, unbelievable. And you always push me through, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified with you. Fly, my heart's convulsing. This feeling's right. Vibrations chill through my bones. Sensations flow through your glow. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. And you always push me through, unforgettable. The way I feel with you, unbelievable. And you always push me through, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified with you.
In the shadowland, nobody's innocent. Hand in mouth, we live like demons. Stuck in the phantom zone, lost in a thunderdome. Twilight ruled the day. We found the impossible, now we're unstoppable. Taking off the world beneath us. Strong under pressure, we'll make it together. Our universe will change. Freedom, looking down a telescope. Starlight, never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. we're gonna touch the stars, find the center of the universe. New reality in front of us, escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain, sunset never gonna be the same. Thunder calling.
And good evening to all. Yeah, struggling to stream, and then I got hit by flu, and then a throat infection, which I'm still struggling with. But doesn't help that load shedding is also keeping us busy also. So what I want to achieve tonight is just set up the character, and hopefully tomorrow 12 p.m. GMT start the actual storyline. So currently we've got the two factions, and I've got 6 of the types of characters: Sorceress, Nightblade, Dragon, Knight, Necromancer, Templar, Warden. And with the new Necrom that came out, which is on special at the moment, we've got a 7th one. So we've got the Ebonheart, we've got the Almeria, so we'll go for the Daggerfall this time. Play with the Khajiits. Try and figure out the name that's not taken. This in itself be fun. And like I said, we've got those 6. Arcanist is the newest one. Channel the auric powers of the Arcanist as an Arcanist. These scholarly spellcasters channel secret ruins and abysses spells to destroy their enemies, heal their allies, and defend against any foe. So this will be now a 7th character. Body type, I like to just do this, lock those in. Just move the sliders around. Not that a body type or anything like that is actually causing any benefits or anything else. I just like making everything small. And then we can say randomize. Till we find the Khajiit that we like. That actually looked like a nice one. Of course we can go here and say, okay, modify the markings ourselves. Bit more soft face. Actually, I open it. But then the only thing I don't like is the let's go for okay. I clicked to lie up. Let's go for something like that. And you can set the cheekbones, jaw sizes, eye colors. I like to keep them. And let's do that size. Eye separations, eye height, nose sharp, mouth, ears. But I think that is good enough for us. Let's see if that name is available. Play the tutorial. No, we'll skip that. Name's already used. Let's just put an S on behind that. And that's accepted. But that will be in our Arcanist. Delvani Pincinellus. Going to drop me off. So yeah, we won't be playing the storyline tonight. That I'll leave for tomorrow. But what I want to do is get the character set up, get everything ready, and then maybe go to the Dragon Knight, just finish up. Just see to. Okay, so we need to go with that person, but we'll be able to go here. It's proxy. Apparently, this is where we start. But like I said, I didn't first want to. That's interesting. So somebody else also just started. Visit this guy to internal it. So this is just law. That way shrine is already open. And we already got a house here. But what I want to do first, like I said, is set everything up. And that includes our allies. This will help us immensely when it comes to fighting enemies and stuff. I want that there. Okay. And then we've got companions. I want Amber here. Bella here. Oh, Isabella's here. Bastion there. Guy there. Mori's upstairs. So those are the 6 companions you can get into the game at the moment. But I want to, but they're currently locked at the moment. So if I try and summon a companion, I have to first do the storyline. Because I've just done that, I've activated the storyline. So let's go and get the companion. To get Amber, we need to go to the map to High Isle. You can see there is a gate here, but I've got a house also there, so I'll just use the house. So this is going to be a bit difficult because I'm a level 3 and I'm going to find bosses and stuff, so very quickly going to get into battles, even though I'm not trying to do a storyline at the moment. To get the companion, there is a small storyline, so we'll have to do those storylines. But that's fine, we'll do those. And we'll do the Necrom storyline tomorrow. That's why I actually said episode 0. What the? Okay. So first thing also, I need to claim the skill points. So they give you advice thing. You can go to the advisory and say what you want. So we'll keep it to the Arcanist initiate. And now close it, and I didn't actually mean to close it. So they recommended is the Rune Blades. So we'll grab that, and it's already in my first slot. With one more point, and the next one is okay. I didn't even look at this. The Rune Blade uses magic. Craft a series of acts for launching them at the foe. 3% increased damage in each section. Sounds like a bit. Craft the rune that deals magical damage, applies minor main 15 seconds. Damage by done. Rune taunts for 15 seconds if it would not cause taunt immediately. Unity. And generate crux while plotted damage. Okay. Go with their suggestions for now. And then we've got another level. But this too is our main one that we need to focus on. So it's a magical build. Rune Mint. Craft a series of runes, then propel them at yourself or an ally in front of you. The runes heals. Ratio healing spell, which I want to actually do. My heals is normally lower down in my cost. Okay, so now we've got that. So let's go and get for Amber. The problem is now, of course, I can't mount. So, I think first thing first. In ESO, the bank is account-wide, not character-wise. So I can draw money and all that from any of my characters. Your inventory is character. We here, so let's just quickly run here, the bank, because currently I've got nothing on me, and get some money. No, try and get some money. So 3,000 rand withdraw, all items has been transferred. So immediately I've got already 3,000 points on me now. The reason I wanted 3,000 coins is if I go this direction, we can do the other customization. Really increase, nice. Outfit station. So with an outfit station, let's say outfit 1, and now I can change the look of my outfit. Unlike other games and stuff, the ESO you can actually set your look, and your armor that you equip will not affect it. I can go in here and say I want this outfit the soldiers of something like that. Don't show locked. So there's a lot. You can see I only have 183 of 500 pieces. So there's still a lot of pieces available. Yeah, this armor piece just doesn't work. Floating in the air. But yeah, let's go up here. No, that's really not going to do it. That might actually work. I need to also watch this cost. So hands. In other words, this would be these here. I can now also add stuff there. I can add some chains there if I wanted to. There's some. Actually, I believe that. The belt. Create something like that. The leggings. Great thing. Oh yeah, very a lot of customization that you can go through. No, I'm partial to that. Shoes, flip-flops, some heavy shoes. Or we can just go through here and see for something a bit more normal. And even a weapon, because we are so low level, we can only have one weapon. And this is a 200 weapon. But I can select the view of the weapon to be any of these. Look something like that. Look like a hammer. Big stick. An axe, double axe. Top of a scythe. So yeah, a lot of options to customize with. Okay, now that's just silly. Quite well to get off now. That looks nearly small. And she's supposed to be small. I want to go for an axe. Broken ring battle axe. Nearly looks right, nice, but look at the price. Let's go back to the swords. The swords just looks long. Again, a lot of money on those things. So let's clear that. Okay. Now we can go here and say dies. And go through and say died that. hide the logs. Get that there. That is too. So now it's just playing around with the dice until get what you want to let it look like. You can see already it's filling in more. Okay, well, there's not much to tie. So you can see already 2,200. I've got 3,000 on me. You can use the dropper to grab color there and drag it across to where you want it. Seeing what that changes. Something like that. And we're down to 650. We leave the axe for now. So let's go and find Amber. Unfortunately, I can't summon a horse. Can I? Mounts. Grab the feline. It's active. Oh, I can summon the horse. Okay, that's good. But this horse is so slow. Every day you can come here and you can get one upgrade. Just want to check my inventory. Yeah, I'm not going to. That's actually good that I give you all the weapons. So we want two-handed weapons. Wait, didn't it just add weapons? They use. Okay, so two-handed weapons. Oh, so it's one-handed weapons. And those are staffs. And then, yeah. Oh, that's one-handed. Just got two one-handed weapons. Okay. I'm just sorry. I'm thinking I might have actually upgrade scrolls in the bank. That'll give us a bit of a boost on our mount. So back to the bank we go.
I cannot decide.
Riding speed. riding capacity. That will help us a lot, especially early game. So now we've got riding speed, so we can use that to increase our capacity, and that would increase our speed. So if I go now back to the horse place, the stables, although I can't train, I can show you what happened now. Now I've got increased here, 5% and 4%. So that gives me a bit of a boost there. And now I should be able to ride a little bit faster. Little being the operative. And then we go to Amber. Because we started the quest already, it's showing me on top where I need to go. At the on the compass. Oh. Unfortunately, stamina is an issue and speed is an issue, so it's gonna take a little bit while. Lucky Amber is not too far away.
Get away from me, stupid thing!
We'll just grab this way shrine also while we're here, because we'll have to go past that way shrine regardless.
Get away from me, stupid thing! Is it gone?
Deja vu. That's probably just a mission that we can take later. The thing is, the companion is also account-wide. So getting Amber will give me somebody that runs with us that is a lot higher level.
Get back here, you stupid thing!
Amber.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you look like someone who's good at cleaning up messes. I've got a big one for you, if you're up for it. I'd pay you for your time, but I need someone quick on their feet. This mess is turning into a crisis.
What's going on?
I was experimenting with a spell while my mentor, Magister Iren, was away, but the magic went awry. If it doesn't get dealt with, it's going to spread beyond this area and harm a bunch of innocent people. I can't fix it on my own, so I need help.
How can I help?
I need to develop a counterspell, but first the protective wards around the area need to be restored by someone other than myself, so I don't taint the magic. That's where you come in. Like I said, if you help, I can pay.
I'll help you reset the wards.
Hold still. You'll need this unless you want to spend the next few hours as a sheep. Not as glamorous as it sounds. And here, take these crystals. You'll need them to restore the wards. The first one is in the meadow just up the hill to the north.
What do these wards normally do?
Mostly they serve to keep errant magic inside Tordriak's boundaries. You know, the standard 3 points of protection thing. Unfortunately, my spell kicked those wards in the teeth. They're not protecting anything now.
Why can't you restore the wards yourself?
The spell I created has my magical mark on it, if that makes sense. There are certain types of magic that can be affected by their creator, intentionally or not. Messing with forces already attuned to you can have unpredictable results.
If you try to restore the wards, it might make things worse.
Exactly. Magic is powerful and great and all that, but it can be pretty sensitive. Fussy, Magister Iren likes to say. And since my spell is already wreaking havoc across Tordriak, I'd rather not take any unnecessary risks while fixing it.
Who are you?
The name's Ember. Well, technically it's a nickname, but it's all I use. I'm Magister Erin's apprentice. I think he regrets taking me on sometimes, but he's got a big heart. He saw that I had no formal training and told me to come here to learn.
Where is here exactly?
This is Tordreok. There's a big wizard's tower. You can't miss it. I've been living there with Magister Erin, plus a few people who keep up the grounds and the tower itself. All of whom have been affected by my spell, I'd guess.
Bye. So yeah, we need to reset the wards. So, like I said, this is a storyline that you need to finish. Upon completion of this little storyline, you get the Amber as your companion. That's another thing that I found irritating. Accessibility, no. Gameplay. Auto loot on. Auto loot stolen items off. That means if, like that thing that I just picked up, that resources, like a water skin now. Instead of bringing up a box for me to collect it, it automatically collects it. So I don't need to.
I'm going to... That's one ward restored. Let's go fix the next one. It's in the glade just west of here.
We can talk to her, but she won't actually tell us anything new. That's why it's optional. But yeah, like I was saying, it limits the amount of clicks that you have to do when you're looting, which is useful. I'm also trying to stay out of fights, which maybe I should do. Okay, that was interesting. And now I've got ruins around us. Okay. That is actually interesting.
I'll make sure Oh, you're a natural. Maybe you should have been Magister Erin's apprentice.
Okay, restore the cave ward. So now we have to go to the cave. Something locked me. No, nothing did. So the sound warns you that something locked you onto you, but they also need the time to lock also onto you. So if it's quick enough, you can run past it. But I've got a mod that changes that four things in the middle into make it red. This is going to be a problem. So this is now a difficult monster. Let's see how this works. It actually worked quite well. But I was keeping distance also, I was using ranged attack.
The last one. Let's get this over with quick. Place the warding crystal. That's all the wards. Let's talk outside. I need to figure out what to do next.
Okay. Once I've got Amber on me on my side, these type of monsters will enemies will be much easier. A lot easier actually.
Stupid motes.
Let's talk to her.
My rogue spell is to blame for most of the weirdness happening around Tordreok, but it almost seems like these damned moats are becoming dangerous. They're doing more than just mischievous magic. Fish biscuits. I need to figure this out.
Why would they turn dangerous?
I'm not sure. The moats aren't new. They're always hanging around Tordreok. I think they're drawn to places like this. But there was nothing in my spell that should have made them act malevolent. And there are a lot more around than usual.
We do something about them?
Yes, I can make traps to contain them, but I'm still worried about their behavior. While I work on the traps, could you head into the tower and look to Magister Iran's things? He might have a book with more information about the moats.
I'll go search through Master Aaron's things in the tower.
See if you can find anything in the tower about the moats. I'll meet you there and start on the traps.
Now we go to the tower. That's the first time I actually see that. Butterfly in such formation. Something's on me.
You better work fast, because when Magister Iran... What the... Oh!
Alright, that was a little funny.
Okay, so we need to go into the... So we can go through and ravage the place, which will give us more resources to go through. Here's notes. I thought that I would look at some of the more scholarly students. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing because that is just more lore. So apparently, the book that we found there was what they were looking for.
You in here? Did you find anything useful about the moats? I finished the traps. Once we set them up, they should take care of the moats. Then I can sort out the livestock in Huldressa, and at some point create a counterspell to fix everything for good. Did you learn anything useful?
I found a book that mentioned the wind spirit associated with the moats in this area.
Oh, I read that one with the wind sorrow lady, right? Oh, what if my spell disturbed her and that's why the moats are acting up? That's troubling, and also a problem for future Ember. Let's focus on one thing at a time. Or two things, actually.
Which are?
The traps are finished, but the livestock and Huldressa are still a problem. I want to figure out a way to return them all to their natural forms before the illusion does any damage. Could you set the traps while I do that?
Where should I set them?
Here, I'll mark some places to set the traps. They're in a pack by the work tables outside. While you do that, I'll figure out how to fix the livestock and Huldressa. Then I can work on my counterspell. Meet me by the livestock pens when you're done.
I'll go set the traps.
Good luck setting up the traps. I'll meet you by the livestock pens when you're finished.
Now we have to set traps. Apparently it's in a backpack. Okay, the minimap shows 4 places to set the traps. Let's try and keep fighting to a minimap. Something locked on me. That one locked onto me. Somebody else is also trying to get hammer as an Arcanist. And it's also level 3. I think he's got the same idea as me. Try and do this quickly and try and get ahead of him. Like running into them. Sometimes it's useful to get into a group. I think later we'll need it actually. Something keeps on clicking. Okay.
All right, let's get you two back to your regular chicken selves. Ha! I knew it would work. Run along, ladies.
Amber.
You're back. The traps worked, didn't they? See? I told you I know what I'm doing. Mostly. Speaking of which, I think I figured out a way to return the livestock to their original forms.
How?
I made something. I know it looks like a spoon, but, well, technically it is a spoon, but I enchanted it. And I call it the Spoon of Undo. I just tested it on those chickens. It removes the illusions perfectly.
Why is it so important to remove the illusions from the livestock?
Normally I wouldn't bother, but illusions can be disorienting and cause terrible headaches. I don't want any of the animals suffering while I come up with my counterspell. Oh, and Huldressa. I suppose I don't really want her suffering either.
What can I do to help?
Here, take the Spoon of Undo. If you could run around and fix the livestock and Huldressa, that will give me a chance to finally whip up this counterspell. By the time you're finished, I'm sure I'll have something figured out.
I'll take the enchanted spoon and help the livestock. You go work on your counterspell.
Just look around for people making animal noises. I'm sure they won't be hard to find. And tell them I'm sorry when you change them back, would you? As for Huldressa, I'm all in favor of leaving her as a guar. Just kidding. Kind of.
How does the Spoon of Undo work?
It sounds cute when you say it. It's a pretty simple reversing enchantment. It should counteract the magic from the motes and dispel the illusion. Basic stuff. Not even I can mess up.
You think the animals will let me use the Spoon of Undo on them?
Well, they're still animals. They might run around a bit, but I doubt they'll make it too difficult for you. They're not exactly geniuses. Personally, if I was a sheep and got turned into a human, I think I'd go off on an adventure.
Can I ask you what you're trying to do with your counterspell in the first place?
I wasn't trying to turn animals into people, I swear. I had a theory about animating the inanimate. One of Magister Irin's texts gave me the idea. That's probably why he locks so many of his books away, now that I think about it.
What will Maester Iron do when he returns before we fix everything?
Well, I'm hoping to avoid that scenario. But if it does happen, I'm not sure. He's an odd one. I'm too old for him to punish, and he's not really the type to dole out discipline anyway. I think he'd be disappointed, which is so much worse.
Goodbye.
I'll be in the tower working on the counterspell. Come find me when you're done.
Let's go and revert some humans to animals. That one is running. So that's 2 of the 4. Now we have to run across to this side. There's 2 more here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, this is the cows. The other cow went this way somewhere. There it is. And then we need to do food dress up. That would be the core.
Was I just a guar? This is all Emma's fault.
Fish biscuits. That wasn't right.
Apparently she's blowing up stuff.
I assume Huldressa is back to her charming self? I've run into a problem.
Okay.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I've nearly finished my counterspell, but I need to find a tome called The Mirrored Way to complete it. I know Magister Iren has it, but it's not with the rest of his books. That's the bad news.
Why is that the bad news?
Because if the Mirrored Way isn't with the rest of his things, it's probably locked away in his arcane library. The library he specifically forbids me from entering. The tome I need has to be in there. Without it, I can't make the counterspell.
What should we do?
Magister Iren has warned me not to enter his library 1,000 times. But these are special circumstances. There will probably be some magical traps inside meant to keep me out. So I'll need your help getting the book while I deal with them.
I'll help you get the book.
Once we find the Mirrored Way in Magister Iren's library, I can finish my counterspell. I just hope the old man wasn't serious about putting something dangerous inside to keep me out. He was definitely kidding. Had to be. Come on, let's go.
What kind of magical traps do you think we'll run into?
Not sure. I picked the lock on the place as soon as I figured out he didn't want me getting in there. He's since put up protections and told me to stay out unless I have his permission. I'm sure he's got some kind of ward or barrier set up.
You were able to enter his arcane library just by picking the lock?
It wasn't hard. Mages like Magister Iren tend to think in very magical ways. They'll put magic reinforcements over every inch of a place. But forget, a few pins and a good ear can foil them. And to be fair to him, I'm a very good lockpick.
How did you get so good at lockpicking?
Necessity. I wasn't exactly raised in the lap of luxury. Not even in the lap of genteel poverty, for that matter. You get good at things like that if you don't want to be hungry. Or caught by guards or angry merchants.
Goodbye.
Follow me. The library's downstairs. Give me just a moment to pick the lock. All right, let's get
Always look around for something to loot. There, in we go.
I don't sense anything. Maybe the old man was bluffing. Fish biscuits!
I warned you, Ember.
This spell is specifically targeting me. I'll figure out a way down. You just focus on getting the book.
So every time we go through a bookshelf, we open up more of the lore. The Mirrored Way. That was easy.
Now, let's get out of here before I set off something else.
Let's go.
Iren really didn't want me getting in there, huh? I have to
Good
admire
idea.
his dedication. I didn't know the old man had it in him. He had something to target me specifically. What a sneaky old goat. Good thing I had you with me. You managed to get the book, right? Let me see it.
Yeah, take it.
Let me take a look. No, not that. That would be bad. What about this? Oh, here it is. It's Amahan Ist Exis, Not Gahanemexis is. Good thing I checked. See? That's personal growth right there.
What does that even mean?
2 different arcane glyphs. They do entirely different things when written and pronounced aloud. The second one is what I need for my counterspell. Now, all that's left is to get to the old ritual circle and cast this. I'll need your help again.
Ready when you are.
The counterspell should set everything right in Tordreyak. Things will be just as Magister Irin left them, and I won't have to face his furrowed brow. I'll need your help at the ritual site. Casting a spell this big is a 2-person job.
Why can't you cast the spell here?
The old ritual circle is a place of power, and I'm going to need all the help I can get. I plan to draw on the magic there to help strengthen my counterspell. Magister Irin told me about it. This probably isn't how he wanted to implement the lesson.
Do you think the Winsara spirit is actually here?
Maybe. Old tales and myths always start from some truth at some point in time. The moats around here seem to be affected by more than my spell, is all I'm saying. I always expect the worst. I find it helpful.
What do you think we might find at the ritual site?
If luck is with us, maybe just some irritated wildlife we can deal with as we've done before. Or some of the bolder moats. But if there is some truth to the ancient tales, then maybe we find some sort of burly cranky wind spirit. The ritual circle is just up the hill. I'll meet you there.
Okay, so up to you. More carrots. Up the hill there. So we need to get up there.
I'm here. First, we need to set the ritual flames. There's 3 around the site.
Why did you point that way? Ah, chest.
3 ritual flames here. I'll get the ones on the altar.
Okay, so somebody beat us to that. Okay, so okay, 3 fires. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. So somebody else was here and killed the wind spirit already.
Almost there. It's done. The spell is set. Follow me. We should be able to see it materialize.
So technically we were supposed to fight the wind spirit here, which is a difficult creature to fight.
We did it! Come on, let's get back to the tower.
So now we need to get back to the tower.
Used to work under these conditions. I was turned into a guar. A guar!
Of course, Huldressa. I promise to address the situation.
See that you do.
Huldressa sold me out, didn't she?
Let me speak to your associate first, Ember.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, you were witness to the events here. And as I understand it, you had a hand in bringing them to an end. For that, I thank you. And if you'll indulge me, I do have a few lingering questions. What in the world happened?
Ember had the spell go awry.
I don't know what I expected, leaving her to her own devices here, even temporarily. Ember and Trouble are old friends. I can still feel the repercussions of this spell gone awry, as you say. do I have you to thank for rectifying it?
Amber already had an idea of how to fix it before I got here. I just helped.
I see. As trying as she can be, she truly is a talented mage. She can be impatient. Given her natural inclination to magic, it's understandable. I always knew I was perhaps not the best teacher for her.
What do you mean?
I took her in because I knew I couldn't leave someone as skilled and impulsive as her to her own devices. But I have neither the time nor aptitude to teach her properly. It's my own failing. Speak to her, would you? I must collect my thoughts.
I'll talk to Amber.
Don't worry. Ember isn't in any trouble. While I am not pleased about my traumatized cook, I must concede that everything is back in order and the consequences of Ember's magic weren't dire. Still, I must consider what to do now.
Is Amber a difficult student?
I don't mean to give the impression that Ember is incapable of learning. That's not the case. She's a bright mage, one of the brightest I've ever seen. Everything I've taught her, she's taken to like flame to parchment. But therein lies the problem.
How so?
Well, just like a flame, Ember wants to devour everything around her. Her appetite for knowledge is ceaseless. That's good quality in a mage, but not necessarily one I'm equipped to deal with. By my own admission, I'm methodical, cautious, by the books.
And Amber isn't?
Exactly right. Ember needs someone who can keep up with her. Someone who thrusts themselves headlong into adventure so that she may temper herself and her magic beside them. Perhaps when I was younger, I could have been that for her, but not now.
Goodbye.
Hey, you! Let's talk while Magister Irin collects his thoughts.
Amber.
I thought Magister Irin would be as mad as a wet dragon, but he looks amused. It's probably because he's wanted to turn Holdressa into a guar at some point. He just won't admit it. And the fact that we fixed it all before he got here helped.
Do you think he will push you harder at your magical studies now?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm grateful to Magister Irin, but sitting and reading about magic has little appeal to me. This whole thing just proved to me that I'm too restless here. I want to do magic, not just study it. Go on adventures, see things.
You're saying you want to leave Tal Droich?
I think it's time. I've been given good training here, but I still have a lot to learn. For me, the best teachers are curiosity and experience. I learn best by doing, so I need to get out in the world and continue my training.
So what's next for Amber the Sorceress?
Ember the Sorcerer. I like the sound of that, but that can come later. First, take this. It's not much, but you deserve it. I think we made a good team today. If you ever need a sorcerer who has your back, let me know. We'd have some fun.
It's complete.
Magister Irin, I'm grateful for your teachings and your patience, but I think it's time for me to move on.
The world is an excellent teacher for one of your talents, Ember. Do write me occasionally.
I should go pack my things. And say goodbye to Holdressa. Not a chance.
Now we've got some more stuff. So light, medium, heavy. I feel like we need to go for medium attire. Medium or heavy attire. Which one? Let's go for heavy. Because I'm going to use this character as a ranged attack character. I think that makes the most sense. So now we've got another skill point. And the recommendation is Fightcrafter, which uses magical. Because harness pure knowledge to a beam of energy that scars the world in front of you. Channel beam for 4 seconds, dealing 1629 magic damage over 0.3 seconds. Casting for consumes all crux and increased damage done by 33%. The problem is also is it's literally going through all of this. But here we're sitting. Actually sounds good, and I've already got that one. Let's grab it, but I want to switch these two around. So those are my attacks. And at some point I need to get these going also. But now that I've done this storyline, I can go in here and I can summon Amber.
I'm here! Lucky you!
So I can talk to her.
Talk about something?
Companion menu. And we can go in here and modify stuff. Equipment, outfit, companion outfit. Immediately changes. Mounts. And we can say use this mount. So now I've got Amber here with me.
Hey you! Everything alright? Alright. What's going on?
Which is a level 16 companion. So it is actually a high level companion. Why am I seeing something on the map? Minimap. Seems like... Okay, refresh this. Yeah, false detection. I've got half an hour. Want to do Isabella, but if I do Isabella, I'm going to have to speedrun it. So I've done the let's do it. Problem is Isabella's on nearly on the other side of the map.
Get away from me,
So if I look here, I need to get here. That's quite a ride. The fastest way to move is going to use both my staminas. So, if you look at the green bar, just below the green bar is my mount stamina, which is running out. Then I switch off my mount and I run. Now my mount stamina is recovering while I'm using my stamina. Unfortunately, there's no other way of getting there quicker. You can hear him breathing. I'm just seeing now that audio in the game is a little bit low. Let's boost that a little bit. So that should be a bit better.
I can't believe you drank our entire stock.
Me? Where's your proof? Just because I woke up in a pile of bottles doesn't mean I'm guilty.
Again, mount stamina is getting low. Let's just switch over to running myself. Off route.
Do something before you fall over.
Also, the companion gives warnings about your magic level and stamina level. Yeah, still running. Back on horse. Yeah, that's normally what I do with all of my characters. Get all the companions unlocked. Because eventually you get into battles, especially when you're low level, with stronger creatures. It's supposed to scale, so it should make it easier. But yeah.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'll figure something out. I always do.
Isabella.
I'm sorry, this isn't the best time. My friend Aurelia has a bit of a problem. Her mother has promised her hand in marriage, and I need to get her out of it. Somehow. Actually, you look quite capable. Would you mind lending me a hand?
And who are you?
Apologies. My name is Isabelle Valois. I'm an aspirant in the Sapphire Tourney, a proving ground for squires looking to join the knightly orders. Aurelia's mother is knight commander and, brashly offered her daughter's hand as a prize.
How are you going to get your friend out of this promise?
Well, normally, aspirants only compete in one of the trials. If I can win all three, the knight commander will be compelled to grant a boon of my choosing. I can free Aurelia from her mother's promise. What do you say? Will you be my second?
I'll help you, Isabel.
The 8 must have me in their hearts. My second just left my service, and here I was thinking I'd have to do it alone. All right, there are 3 knightly orders here on the Isle. Let's decide what task to tackle first.
You mentioned 3 orders. What are they? What do they want us to do?
The people of the Sisters take pride in our knights, the same as anywhere in High Rock. The Sapphire Tourney hosts 3 orders: the Iron Knot, the Oaken Order, and the Order of the Albatross.
So it's basically 3 missions you have to do. It's a trial.
The 8 must have me in their hearts.
So
The people of the Sisters, they're martial warriors and excellent to horse. You might say the Iron Knot is the most traditional of the Sapphire Orders. Our trial will be to find the hilt from a lost sword called Redheart. It was the blade of the first Duke Dufort.
where was the sword lost?
Somewhere on these lands, before they belonged to the Duforts. The hilt supposedly had a massive rough-cut ruby in it. Should be easy to spot. My last squire, Burjo, suggested we hit the castle library to get an idea of where to start looking.
Let's find the hilt.
Let's meet up at the castle library in the Knight's Wing. I've spent many an hour there studying up on monsters, history, and healing. My only complaint is there aren't a lot of novels. Go on, I'll catch up with you at the castle's library. It's easy to find. Big room, full of books.
So I'm trying to rush it a bit also. Because yeah, my time is running out. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to skip the stories. Just do the mission, trying to get Isabella through.
There you are. Let's see if we can unearth the past, shall we? People left books open. Find anything promising? Let's chat.
So I'm just going to skip through. Due to my time limit.
That's a fun.
I know the old storyline already. I've played this a few times already. But unfortunately, even though I would like to play longer, my power is going to be cut off too soon. Unless I put a speed on this. With Amber's help with me, I should not have any issues with any of the monsters and stuff. Now it's just a story of trying to get through this quickly. We need to be down here. That'll give us a bit of a jump forward. Because basically we find another guy here trying to do the quiz, and he's going to try and block Amber. We will use a back passageway to get in and get healed before he can get healed.
Oh, Madame Valois, you're too late. I'm here first, you cannot pass through.
I guess.
It's not
What he said. Sorry, Isabel.
Hurry up, will you, lad? I'll need sustenance forthwith. We don't have much time.
We just drop down here, run around. You can see in a mini-map we need to go this way around.
Here it is, just like I remembered, by the curved tree. The ruin should be at the top of the rise.
Yes, normally creatures in here.
This is it. The old stones, the locals call it. Let's find that hilt.
Okay, that was actually a lot more interesting than I thought. I mean the attack.
That's it! Come on, let's get out of here before Langley and Burjo arrive.
Then we just jump down here.
That group must be around here somewhere.
And we're gonna...
I'm not sure it's chivalrous. We did it. 8 above. No, thank Oaken Knights. I'm guessing it won't be that straightforward. I want to check on Aurelia first. I'll meet you at the old way shrine along the road.
now we need to run back to the way shrine. I'm not sure how fast the mount is compared to me running. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to run through this now quickly. There she is. Now we need to go to the druid, which is down there. Then collect 3 resources to unlock the gate. and get the staff. And the reason why we know there are 3 resources is because Isabella was a childhood friend of the druid. Well, and normally there's a guy here. That's going to get launched.
Snag was here first. Ha!
We arrived at the same time, you simpering buffoon.
Well, you're still too late.
Let's see him or launch.
No match for the strength and honor of this aspirant. For honor.
And bye. See. Okay.
Alright, seems like the direct approach won't work here. I'm sure I can get this barrier open.
Is she going to launch also? Yes. He is. Oh no. No, she's a cat.
Willibrew doesn't go easy on aspirants, it seems. A bird. Looks like a... I think the trick to this is the pillars themselves. Look at that branch there. Representing Spriggans, maybe?
That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to touch the barrier. That.
A cat's paw.
So now I need to go and get the cat paws flower. Aaron's feather and a Spigot's veil. And the Spigots I'll have to fight. Well, normally...
Adventuring with you really keeps a girl on her toes. You're getting stronger all the time.
We've gained the Khajiit skill. Normally the Spigots we have to fight. I'm guessing somebody else killed the Spigots. Feather. And then back to the gate. I don't have the scry skill, and I'm not going to do scry. Well, I don't have the time. 11 minutes remaining.
You're back, carrying feathers and branches and flowers, I hope.
Okay, place the cat paw.
Cat's paw, beautiful.
Don't want to touch the barrier.
Spriggan's veil, powerful symbolism.
Where's Harren?
That did it!
Now the fence is gone. Now we can run in and meet the druid.
Can you talk to him? I'm all sweaty.
Come here, lass. No need to dawdle near the door like you're still a squire.
Thank you, you old goat. Still thinking of me all these years later.
And I have to do that for bookshelves. Even though I don't really have the time. Grab the staff. Let's just quickly do this also fine.
I am 8 above help. Hello? Isabel? Aurelia, what are you doing here? Don't be annoyed.
45 coins.
Did sort of follow along?
I will
I'll catch up
teleport.
to you. I want to talk to Aurelia, make sure she's all right.
So those get more expensive every time you teleport, and over time the prices goes off.
Give me strength. Of all the sneaky, dishonest.
Damn it, I don't have time for this. I need to speak to Isabella before entering. Okay.
We've got a small.
So there's supposed to be a key, the key is gone.
I'll be honest.
So now we need to find the spare key. I suspect that the other candidate took the key and hid it.
Oh, mother. Thank you for assisting.
Not there, sorry. That's to Aurora, that's the betrothed that we're trying to get.
If you don't, and I'm looking for a posting more interesting.
Okay, fine, I'll pay the fee. Just give me the key. Thanks, bye. So otherwise, you have to basically do a task for her to bribe her to give you the key. Or just pay the money and she gives you the key. And like I said, I'm running out of time. Although there's a little bit of spare time and I've got battery backups. Battery backups is enough to shut down, not to do anything more. I don't want to go into that. So yeah, I'm rushing. And with Abigail, shit.
Better luck than I did. The stewards were no help at all. All right, let's see if we can find that fancy loot.
I will find the reason why the key is missing in here.
These catacombs have been built up over generations. Might be a bit twisty down here. I hope I helped.
Hello? I say Langley, is that you?
Now we need to get him out.
Mortons. I'm here with my second. We'll try to help you.
Then we have to run down here to get the sword. Somebody already cleared out all the mobs here. Then we have to go and fight the boss here. I spend sword and then you have to run back away. Yeah, we need to go back away. I was looking why the minimap wasn't updating. We're nearly done. We're about 80% done.
Hello? Is that you all with my sword?
Ah, here's your sword.
We found your sword, Mortons. My second will pass it to you.
And then we can continue on to the main person. And hopefully we can get there before the other person that's in here
What a story this
killed them.
They say that Sir Brenvale died at the hands of a ghost. The old Mad Duke. Gives me the shivers.
We've picked up, caught up with the rest of the guys. You can see a level 1000 person.
I'll take your fingers! Vengeance for Mother's treachery!
And we got the flute.
Look,
The loot.
I think that's the loot. Oh, we've got it. Drake,
And we're
let's
out.
get out of here.
So now just I need to hand it in. Let the daughter free of the vow. And then we're done with this. Got Isabella. Okay, where are you?
Fresh air. Those catacombs were musty as a crypt. Let's meet at the tourney pavilion. We'll present the trophies together.
So now we need to go to the pavilion. So yeah. Then we need to present the trophies to. So we're nearly done.
Isabel, you've saved me. I'd better go and take my place. Follow me. I promised Mother I wouldn't embarrass her.
Now we need to present it. So each of the clans and the 3 podiums with 3 trophies.
Lords and ladies, men and mer, a knight aspirant approaches the stage. Lady Isabel Valois.
Let's get things started.
Proceed, madam. Your second may present any trophies you have won.
Together, we found the hilt of blade Redheart, lost in a battle long ago. This we present to the Order of the Iron Knot.
Well done, aspirant Valois.
To the Order of the Albatross, we present the gilded lute of Sir Brenvale.
Wonderful. Now, perhaps we could hear a poem or ditty about the adventure, aspirant.
The lute of gold did gather mold, lost for many years. I cannot lie, Brenvale did die, tripping on a tomb. And finally, we present the Oaken Order with the staff of the
Oaken
Wild
Order
Woods,
commends
after
you,
solving the
aspirant.
wizard Erlebru's puzzle.
Aspirant Valois, claiming all 3 trophies makes you the champion of the Sapphire Tourney. Come, you have earned a boon from your commander. From this day forward, you are a knight of High Isle. Be brave, courteous, loyal, and act with honor. Arise, Dame Isabel Valois.
Lord Commander, I know what my boon will be. You may know as well. Please release Aurelia from the promise you made. Allow her to make her own choice to marry or not, as she sees fit.
I cannot deny such a selfless boon. Aurelia is free to make her own choices, within reason.
Oh, thank the 8.
Dame Isabel, I am deeply impressed. I wish to speak with you and your second. Find me in my office at your convenience.
Okay, so now we need to go to the office to finish off the quest.
You did well, Isabel. It seems as though your second was a great boon to you today. Second, step forward. I'd like to speak to you.
She was amazing.
I've known Isabel, Dame Isabel, for many years. It was encouraging to see her push herself like this. I believe your able assistance...
Okay, so I'm just going to skip through this. Basically, just wrapping up the storyline.
Look, if you'll excuse me, I have to get my things. I want to get ready for adventure. I'm sorry, Mother, but you didn't break your word. And I didn't get stuck having breakfast across from Morton's or Langley. Ugh.
I think things have turned out just the way
I
they
will
should
just
have.
commit that.
Be ready to see Isabel less often, dear. A page has turned on our little story.
Comes Rune Knight of Old summons like a Rune Knight of Old, summon a shield that absorbs 7,000 damage for 6 seconds, scaling off your max health. First time you take direct damage, the shield deals to the attacker. That sounds interesting. So those 3 dots means there's an upgrade. So I can go here and look at the upgrade. So this is crafted defensive arcane ruin that deals plus minor maim for 15 seconds. So that converts to stamina. Crafted defensive arcane ruin that deals no armor applies also taunts for 15 seconds. Heal yourself and apply minor lifesteal. Actually be useful. So that's magic, that's stamina. Converts into stamina and deals physical damage, reduce the target's armor, and that seems more useful. But it still keeps it on magic. Okay, so I need to get to the Necrom. We want to go here. And then we need to run downstairs. Sorry, I'm rushing now to get finished. We're already 5 minutes over.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
We need to speak to this person when we start tomorrow. I'm going to try and start tomorrow at 12 p.m. GMT to actually start the Necrom storyline. But for now, this is where I have to leave you and get ready for 2 hours without power. Let's raid out. Until next time. Thanks everybody.